Welcome back to the Dragon Den. My loyal Dragonites, King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Hasbro Lightning Collection Power Rangers Street Fighter crossover, Morphed Ken, the Soaring Falcon Ranger. And so here we have Morphed Ken posed and out of the packaging, and does he look very impressive. Before we have a look at the figure, let's run through his accessories. Morphed Ken does come with 2 pairs of hands, as well as a Flaming Shoryuken effect, a Flaming Tatsu effect, and the Soaring Falcon effect piece. Other than that, we don't get any other accessories for Ken, and an unhelmeted head would have been a really nice accessory. So with that out of the way, let's have a closer look at Morphed Ken's details. As you would expect, Morphed Ken is using the exact same body that we saw with Morphed Ryu. With the exception of his head and shield piece, there's really not much separating that figure from this one sculpt-wise. Taking a look at Ken's helmet, he does have a really nice helmet with this really nice black visor outlined with gold. The gold accents on the top of his helmet look really nice, and I especially like the white eyes of the Falcon. Keeping in line with Power Rangers, he does have a silver mouthpiece, but the way the beak on the Falcon does come over the mouth, it does look like he has a goatee. Ken is wearing this really nice red Ranger uniform, which looks nice with its gold accents. And I do like the gold lines here on Ken's outfit, although I would have really liked it if they were raised parts. And just like with all the other crossover figures, Ken does have his own unique shield. The Soaring Falcon shield is really nicely detailed, however you do lose it because of the lack of paint. Unlike with Ryu, Ken actually doesn't have any sleeves on his outfit. Ken has completely bare arms, which look fantastic, and I love the sculpt work in his muscles. And then he does have the Rangerized karate gloves, which look nice with the padding on the knuckles, and it does have a really good paint job on it. And just like with Ryu, I really love the belt here with the Morpher incorporated into his karate belt. I really like the sculpt work on his Morpher, although the insignia on his power coin is just tampoed on. I would have liked to see that sculpted. And he does have these really nice gold accents at the edge of his belt. Ken's outfit continues in this really nice shade of red, and the gold accents do a good job coming down to his hips. However, from his hips down, we really don't have any other paint work, so it's just that red plastic. It does go all the way down to his really nice boots, which have this really nice gold band at the top. Keeping in line with the Power Rangers, Ken is wearing some white boots with some red triangles at the top of his boots. However, just like most of your Power Rangers figures, Ken does not have any paintwork on the soles of his boots. So overall, Ken is a really nice figure, and like I did say, he does carry over the same parts from Ryu. Even with this new color and the bare arms, it does a really good job differentiating Ken from Ryu. So with his details out of the way, let's actually have a look at Ken with our usual suspects. Here we have Ken posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man, the Lightning Collection White Ranger, and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally, we do have Morphed Ken posed next to the rest of the Street Fighter Morphed Rangers. So overall, Ken will scale nicely to the rest of your Lightning Collection and the rest of the Morphed Rangers. And because he is part of the Lightning Collection, he's closer to the true 1/12 scale. With his comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to his articulation. Ken has a double ball joint in the head and in the neck, butterfly joints in his shoulders, arms go out to the side and dual full 360, bicep swivel and double hinged elbows, swivel hinge at his wrists, ball joint in his upper torso and a reverse ab crunch. Legs do kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. He has a double bend in his knee, swivel at his boot, a hinge in the ankle, and forward-facing pin for rocker. So overall, your standard Lightning Collection articulation, and it does work perfectly here for Ken. Overall, Ken has a really nice articulation scheme, so with that out of the way, let's get Morphed Ken posed for my final thoughts. The Lightning Collection Power Rangers Street Fighter crossover Morphed Ken is a really impressive figure, and I like what Hasbro's done here. They did a really good job implementing Ken's design and bringing it into the Power Ranger Lightning Collection. I love the fact that he is basically just a retooling of Ryu in a different color palette. Because Ken has a very similar design to Ryu, it was a no-brainer that Hasbro would reuse that sculpt and make it for Ken. I love the fact that Hasbro gave Ken bare arms. It does a really good job differentiating him from Ryu. Although the soaring falcon shield could use a little bit of paint, the sculpt work on it is still really clean. The line work on his outfit is also done really nicely, although I would have loved to see that sculpted as well. I especially love the flaming Shoryuken effect piece that comes with Ken, because that is one of his signature attacks. Overall, I think the accessories work for Ken, and everything brought together does a really good job making Ken feel like a different figure from Ryu. If you are into the market for Power Ranger and Street Fighter crossover figures, this is a really nice figure to have in your collection. If you can get them on sale like I did for about $25, I really do recommend you pick up Morphed Ken and add him to your collection. So with that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other Street Fighter and Power Ranger videos. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my fellow Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.